Hello everyone! It's daytime! I'm Buster the Fox, and welcome to Pocket Addiction. This Pocket Addiction is a server on Windows 10 Edition, which is basically Pocket Edition, except it's on Windows 10, and it's kind of weird and very different. It's pretty different. There's lots of weird things with this version. You may be wondering why I'm playing on a Pocket Edition server, which is also a Windows 10 Edition server called Pocket Addiction. It is because one Enofon, who streams on Beam and former Island member, decided he wanted to try Windows 10 just to see, how different it is. Try something a little different. And I wanted to try something a little different also. So he invited me. He invited a few other people. And here we are. We're on Windows 10 Edition, which is Pocket Edition. You can already see a few little differences, like the way blocks are highlighted in this version. It's like that. It's pretty weird. Another thing, this chicken has been here for like a week or so. It can't seem to get off of the soul sand. There's lots of little differences. However, the 1.0 update of this game just came out, the end update. So we have the end in this game now. So I thought now is the best time to start recording a video series on here. I've really enjoyed it a lot so far. I guess one of the things I like the best about this is that because everything is so different, it takes a lot of finagling to get things to work the way you expect them to. So like, for instance, whenever I run it, it causes a ton of lag for some reason. I've built a skeleton farm that I had to kind of redesign my own redstone around. It's just a lot of weird, different little things. And there's like new achievements and all kinds of different things. So it's been interesting, and it's going to hopefully remain interesting for a good long while. The Nether is very, very dangerous. I wish I had the replay of when me and Eno went into the Nether for the first time, but unfortunately the footage was lost because of Beam, and I wasn't recording at the time, so oh well. Anyway, let's go on a little mini server tour. A few of the other people on this server right now, I'll just list the people who are active, because there's a few people who are invited but who haven't really played at all. So we've got myself, D Loner, who is also an island member, Dolan Mister, Enofon, Queen of Art, Rojo, The Endless, and Zloy XP. And that is the same Zloy XP from Hermitcraft Recap. So yeah, a lot of cool people on here. So yeah, this big cobblestone box is sort of the community area right now. I call it the warehouse, but nobody else does. We have this in here. My storage is over here. Some other random storage and stuff. Nothing really too important except for the furnace smelter. There's these two buildings here are being done by Queen of Art, I think. That auto harvester is my thing that I built. I haven't actually started on a base yet, by the way. I'm going to start that in this video, hopefully, which will be cool. This is Enofon's base, and this is the only other farm that I'm aware of on this server that's not built by me, and it's been blown up by a creeper, and even before it was blown up, I don't think it even worked. It's supposed to be a villager breeder, I think. There was a second villager in here. I don't know what happened to him, so... At the moment, every single farm that is like an automated farm of any kind, I think, is built by me. So like, I built that little cactus farm that was over there that you guys saw earlier. I built this little minecart thingamabob, and I built the skeleton farm because I found a skeleton spawner. Let's go down here, and I want to go down. Whoa, lag. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, anyway, there's a skeleton spawner that I found, and I did the redstone for it, so I guess I'll get down there and I'll show it to you. So here we are. This is the public skeleton EXP farm. EXP seems to work strangely in this game. We have bones, arrows, and stuff here. We have enchanting and all that good stuff. Then over here, you can see we're very down near the bedrock. Then you can just whack these guys, one hit kill. It works on a sticky piston crusher, or at least they're usually one hit kills. Some of them get through the system because of glitchiness and weird stuff. There's a lot of random glitchiness that is different from PC edition's random glitchiness, so that's something to look forward to. So we already have a nice XP and bone and arrow farm. Oh, that reminds me. I want to put this this way. This anvil right there. Yay! Okay. So yeah, we have stuff and things. So yeah, I guess that's about it for introductions. So I'm going to think of something else to do after this. There's XP floating around me. Okay. Right. In fact, I think I want to start on my base, because that's sort of the next thing I had planned after the XP farm here. I'm going to do some XP grinding, like that's pretty much all I've been doing in the past couple days. So I'll meet you back when I have found a good location for my base. I have a cool base idea, so I'll be right back. Now, obviously, Pocket Addiction is a rather new server, so we don't have a lot of farms going. And although we do have an XP farm, I'm enchanting a whole lot of books, and the problem is the books take a ton of sugarcane, and we have this here, which is a nice manual farm. It's okay, and we also have a, leather bottleneck, because mobs are kind of weird in this game. Like, passive mobs will actually despawn unless you put them in a hole, kind of like this. Like, these horses are in here just because they need to be in an enclosed area, or else they will despawn. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and built a nice sugarcane farm right here. So this will take care of half the problem, at least. I'm still not sure what we're going to do about cows. There used to be chickens in here, but lo and behold, they despawned. Apparently, 3x3 area, or either that or somebody killed them, but I don't know. So over here we have a sugarcane farm. Now, those of you who have been around my channel for a little while now may know that I came up with a sugarcane farm in the 1.9 snapshots that was like this. So under here, let me show you. You see the minecart rail. So that minecart there is a minecart hopper. So for those who do not know, minecarts with hoppers are obviously like regular hoppers, except they have a special, what's the word? Ability. They have a special ability in that they can pick up items that are a block above. So that hopper minecart can pick up blocks that are on that dirt block where the sugarcane is. And so what I've got here is there's just water behind and under that polished granite block. That's what that's called. We have some pistons here, and then just some observers. And then this farm, oh my gosh, observers make things so easy. Just a line of redstone. That's it. That's all the redstone. That's all it takes. It's so crazy. And it powers the pistons. So what happens is the observer blocks are searching for block updates, right? And the sugarcane will just keep on growing. And as soon as one grows up in front of the observer, it'll power the redstone behind it and power almost all of the pistons. Pretty much all of them, I think. Because I'm not sure what power level the observer actually gives off when it's powered. I think it's 15, because that's what typically, is the power level that things give off. But anyway, there's 8 redstone here, so whenever that goes off, it powers all the pistons, it pushes them out, and then it harvests all the sugarcane, and it's all sitting on that block, so the hopper minecart in there harvests it. Oh, I forgot. You can't open chests while you're standing on it. It's like the player is a cat. But yeah, it takes the sugarcane and just puts it in that chest, and I need to find a prettier way to get down to it, but whatever. So this is a super simple farm, and some of you may be thinking, oh, that uses too many observers, that sucks, it's stupid, it's super resource intensive. It is on the iron, okay? I will give you that. It takes a minecart hopper, it takes a hopper in there, and then it takes rails on top of the pistons, which only take 1 iron per, but still. So it does take a little bit of iron, but the thing is, Unlike the other farm that I made that you can only extend it so far, this you can tile into infinity. You can go as far as you want into either direction. You could even run the minecart track back into, like, layer it backwards. You could make this go as far as you want, which would make this thing kind of put out a lot of drops. I mean, it's pretty incredible. And the thing is, if you're worried about it's using too many observers, first of all, it only takes 1 quartz, 2 redstone, and 6 cobblestone. It's really pretty cheap. I could understand, though, if you're on a server, like a large server, that maybe the nether has been sort of mined out of quartz and you can't find it very well. So that would make sense. But in that case, you can just take out every other observer, or just only have like 2 observers. It doesn't matter, because as long as it powers all the redstone in between the 2 observers, it'll still harvest all the sugarcane. Now that would actually make it slightly less efficient, because you'd have, like, sometimes sugarcane would grow up to here, and say you didn't have a sugarcane there, it would just be sitting there, and, you know, it wouldn't be getting harvested. So that's time that could have been spent having the sugarcane grow again from the bottom. But if that's not a big deal to you, then you can just use less observers. It's not even a problem. So the thing about iron is you could use this as like a super overpowered end game type of sugarcane farm if you wanted to tile it out really far. All it takes is redstone, other than the observers and the minecart unloader system, which is super simple. I'll show you real quick. It's just I need to go out 1 more block here. That comparator into a block, redstone torch, block, dust, and powered rail with a hopper. That's it. It's just the typical minecart unloader that, oops, I didn't want to do that, although it doesn't change anything. Typical minecart unloader that you see everyone use. It's a pretty good one, very solid. So yeah, if you want to see how to build this, I mean, you can just look at this, and then there's also a tutorial on my channel for the old design. I'm probably going to do a tutorial for this design, maybe. I don't know if it's really necessary, because this is super simple. I mean, sugarcane farms have never been easier to make with the observer block. Seriously, this is such a great block. I love the observer. Alright, well now all we need to do is AFK with this, and if I wanted to, I could expand this in the future. But until then, I think I'm going to get started on something else. I just wanted to show you guys this concept of the observer sugarcane farm. I've seen other people's sugarcane farms that use observer blocks and stuff. I just thought I'd try out my version. Yeah. So you guys can decide for yourself whose you like best. I'm going to go and find out something else to do now. I really want to build my base, but I kind of have a really large idea for it, and I'm not looking forward to finding a large area to dig out. So, yeah. I'll get back to you when I find something to do. I found a weird bug. So I have efficiency 4 on my diamond shovel. Normally, in PC edition, that would insta-mine dirt and grass, right? But it doesn't. It doesn't quite. But, weird thing, if you get far enough away, it does insta-mine. You know, I'm getting lag right now. So it's hard to see, but it was happening earlier. If you stand from far away and go... Yeah, there we go, you saw it. So it insta-mines if you go far away, but then if you get up close, you still have to do it like 1 at a time. What gives? It's pretty weird. So here we have the beginnings of what I'm going to be calling my base. So I don't know if you guys may have found a sneak peek of my little plan in the big... I like to call that the warehouse. I don't know. Somebody called that the warehouse, and now I can't stop calling it the warehouse. But anyway, this is where my base is going to be, hopefully. It's definitely not as grand and as circular as I was kind of hoping it would be. But you know what? I like the rough look of it better. So what the idea was is I'd have these 2x2 trees in a circle, which is it's like a semicircle. It's more like an oval, sort of. An ellipse, we'll call it. Around here, and then there would be a moat around the middle, and then in here is going to be a hole that's just going to lead underground. So we're going to have an underground base here, and this is going to be called the foxhole. Aha! It's kind of a pun, I guess. Since I'm Buster the Fox, you know, I'm a fox and all that good stuff. And foxes kind of live in holes, I guess. Yeah, we're going to make an underground base. I'm going to open this up. It's going to be a big old hole, and then we're just going to have a staircase going down, and we're going to live underground. And it's going to be nice. And spawn is right there, so we're definitely having a spawn base. So, good stuff. I guess I'm going to start digging. First thing I need to do is make a storage system, because my storage back in the warehouse thing is getting really full, and I'm full of junk here. I have a bunch of spruce leaves because I had to tidy up some of the ones that grew leaves down to the bottom, and I didn't want that because I wanted the wood to show, just so you could see, you know, where the pillars were, so to speak. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dig some, and I guess I'll show you what I come up with after that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have trapped some cows in a hole, but more importantly, let me take you on the grand tour. So first, we go over the nice spruce wood bridge that I built here. Then we get the nice view of the trees and the moat, and suddenly there's a hole. Then we go down this nice mineshaft looking staircase, go down, and there's a teeny tiny hole here, which I'm going to dig out, but I'm actually going to dig this out next episode. Yes, I know. Pretty short for a introductory episode. Hopefully it'll end up at least like 15 minutes, but a lot of time and effort has already kind of gone into this video. So, yeah. I'm tired. I want to do some off-camera work. Like I'm going to dig out the fox cave off-camera, put in a nice storage system, might make a cow farm to go along with our sugarcane farm off over there in the distance. You can barely see it. But yeah, thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye everyone. It's nighttime.